How's it going, everybody? Kyther here, and welcome to the next playthrough on the channel, Pokémon Phoenix Rising. I have been following this game for a fair while now, although not recently. I'd probably say 2013, maybe around there. One of the first few fan games I actually have seen, possibly. I have no idea. Anyway, we have a face cam. I don't want to go too close because I don't know. Also, I don't know whereabouts the box is. Should be about here somewhere, maybe, whether you can see my finger. Also, if I keep looking in that direction, I've got all my monitors, all the recording stuff on that window. So if I keep looking that way, it's because I'm making sure things are working. I want to keep these videos around to about 30 minutes, which should mean that we could either have somewhere between, I think it's 14 to 20 episodes of this. It goes from, about 7 to 10 hours. Although I have heard people finish it like under 5, which is obviously they're like speedrunning the game or something. So we're just gonna jump in. Surely there is probably things that I have missed. This game has multiple saves, and apparently, don't know if we have access to it? No, we don't. Apparently there's also a hard mode. The fan game you're about to play is a fan-made Pokemon creation. It is created by a group of part-time, volunteer, non-professional game developers and artists. This game is free and always will be. We accept no money. We just love Pokemon and creating unique experiences. I'm in love with this game so much. It just looks absolutely gorgeous. Good morning. I have some last minute documents I need you to complete for Trinita? That's not how it is. Trinita University. Maybe, I don't know. I'm still used as a mouthpiece for the school since I completed my studies there all those years ago. First, they need you to create an avatar. Just create one that best expresses your personal style. So before we go any further, you can obviously pick between boy and girl. There's a lot of things in this beta. It's a beta, should have mentioned that. Like I said, things I've missed. You can eventually change up your character. Customize your character even. And one thing I'm kind of disappointed that's not in this build is there is an LP mode, or Let's Play mode, which just takes up the entirety of the screen. But we are indeed a boy, or I'm going to choose the boy. Yes, I would like to play as this character. Great. That should do fine. Next, I need you to input your name here. Also, I love swiveling in this chair, so I apologize if that gets annoying. So B, caps lock, and as per normal, I will be choosing Kyther as my name. Keep going to push X to delete. So that is me. Thank you for indulging me, Kyther. I bet you're looking forward to your adventure. Be sure to stop by my lab before you skip town. I have something you'll want to see. Okay, ciao. Also, layout was made by me as well. I'm not somewhat happy with it. I'm pretty happy with it. Presenting a fan-made project. I also have no idea how much I should and should not look into the camera. But clearly, I'll be looking mostly at the game. Phoenix Rising. It is so beautiful. It's a Growlithe. Some guy doing some farming. A house with a mailbox, which I would presume would be my house. And also with the webcam, as much as I'm supposed to keep talking, I don't have to, because I can also gesture stuff, which is cool. It's so pretty. Also, I don't have a proper backlight or front light. I'm currently using a lamp with a yellow light. I might try and fix that in post a little bit. But otherwise the background is a lot brighter than I am, which is not good for these sorts of things. Hawthorne Woods. Hawthorne Woods. Have I ever told you why I live in Hawthorne Woods, Kyther? Most assume, I think, that I longed for a natural setting, to be one with nature. Certainly, the Pokemon here are kind, and the flora is magnificent, yes. I even admit my cooking has greatly improved since I began my hermitage. I would think so. But I wouldn't not live away from society for a pretty view. That would be silly. No, I live here because I find it pure. Out here, I am able to reflect on my life, to think more clearly than I ever have. When I was your age, finding a thinking place was very simple, a quiet place. That's not so true anymore, yes? Now, the world is very, very complicated. This is good to keep in mind. Find a quiet spot to call your own. Think there, allow yourself the time to think on your life, your circumstances. For you see, Kyther, it is when one thinks that... Why butchered that? For you see, Kyther, it is when one thinks that one realizes not all is right with the world. Deep in thought. Why? Why? There's no why there. Oh, what a windbag I am. Come, let us have our tea before you depart. Tea? Go have tea. The drinking tea kind. Clearly. Also, play with the controller. Probably should mention that before buttons start showing up. New quest. A lesson in quantity, I want to say. Press the X button to open your menu. You can access your journal containing your current quests there. Of course, I can't do any of that at the moment. The key item in the bag can be pressed. Oh, okay, I was using the joystick doing that. Okay, can I not? No? Okay, I have to use the D-pad to move around. Cool. Let's go this way. Because we're rebels, we don't go where old man went. Press the key. Turn them up on your shift key. Well, good thing I kind of looked at the controls beforehand. It's RT to run. I believe RB, yeah, to toggle it. Sign. Treasure chips, you can arrange items in your bag by holding on the C button while using direction keys. Well then. I wonder if... So I did go in here earlier and set the speed to fast. Hell scenes shall be on shift style because... I'm not playing hard mode at the moment. Celsius, because that makes more sense than Fahrenheit to me. Normal... Oh, that's right, that's where we choose difficulty. I'm gonna go hard. Screw it. Also, I'm not doing a Nuzlocke, in case you were wondering. I would have said that earlier. Our ID, let's have a look at that. Number is through the roof for the trainer ID. As in the Pokemon, I have $8,000. Pokemonies. Pretty cool. Bag, what's the bag look like? I can't... Oh, there we go. It's like, I can't... I thought you could switch with the buttons, but apparently not. The bumpers. Journal. Save. Also, since we are in a beta of the game, they tell you at the start, save often, because things crash and whatnot. Hello kid, what you doing? Hey there. Did you know you can hop over these ledges to access lower areas? The only problem is I haven't figured out how to climb back up again. Well then, we shall not go there now. The D-pad in this thing does not like me very much. We got some berries. There aren't berries. Want to pick them? Yes, I do. I got me 2 orange berries. So I know a little bit about the game. As I said, I've been following it for a while. I've seen it change a lot. But in terms of the build, some of these berry things are actually a little bit broken. So, oh dear. I think if I'm gonna sprint, I've got to do it with the toggled sprinting. I have an itchy foot. Come. I have a lovely tin of biscuits for you to try. Just into the house he goes. Right, so I presume that's the way out. How did you know I was leaving? Kyther, I thought you were having tea. Come inside if you would. How did you know I was trying to run away? Not really, I'm just curious of where everywhere is. Aha, go down here though. You can find some pretty sweet stuff lying on the ground sometimes. Potions, Pokeball, TM... Pokeballs need TMs. Oh, do you not know what a TM is? You've got some learning to do. I know exactly what that is. Don't call me dumb. Whoosh. Training tips. Berries come in different varieties. Each type has a different effect. Berries can be given to a Pokemon to hold, and they will use them in battle if they need them. Alternatively, you can give a berry to a Pokemon in or outside of battle to use immediately. So by the looks of it, that ledge kind of just just loops around. Unless there's a hidden item anywhere. It seems kinda not needed to even go that way. I ran into a wall. I'll face if I could use the joystick. It'd be so much better. Supposedly that's meant to be an alternative way to move stuff, but I don't know where that is. I'll leave that for now. Alrighty, dude. Let's go into your house. Oh, nice and slowly calmly like. Listening Destiny, that's what it was. I still didn't get to read that. Kyther, I'm so glad you decided to come over one last time. It warms an old man's heart, truly. And on such a momentous day. Words don't go well together. Momentous day. Off to Trinita University. And you're receiving your first Pokémon, yes? Apparently. I'll take that as a yes. I'll turn on the kettle, Kyther. Are you nervous about the events to come? You're in capable hands. I'm sure that the good doctor will give you the best of the lot. You know, Professor Lotus met with me for her own journey to your school. Why can't I have trouble saying the actual university, which is going to be a problem considering it's going to show up in a lot of conversations. Trinitia University surely steps up to be the best talents of Hawthorne region. The both of you, the prides of our little nocturne town. Although it's a different situation. What with your father and all. My father. I still have a father. Where is it? Took you all that time to realize you couldn't find something? I'm sure you're excited to see him, after so many years apart. And your mother is doing well. Sad to see you go. How perplexing. Did you have no tea? She's always been hardy, your mother. Never fazed by a thing. But to have her only child about to depart from her home must be trying? There we go. Why, when my own children took their leave from me, You what? I have some bad news, Kyther. I think perhaps there is a possibility. I am out of tea. Oh no. Oh no, sad face. Oh, I am embarrassed. I'm going dotty. Didn't even check my own stores. Do you know what? I imagine your mother has tea. Your father was a tea fanatic. Although, I feel terrible asking this. Could you run home and check with her? Without fail, a good cup of tea will calm your anxieties before this journey. You run over there, yes? You will? Wonderful. I'll be here, waiting for your return. Listening to New objective. Collect tea bags from mouth. Will do. Listening to see. Visit the lab. I see doors here. No idea what's hidden behind here. You mean I've been here all my life, apparently talked to this old guy a lot, and I don't know what's behind there? And I can continue to run inside. You just have a very nice cozy house here. I'm gonna sit in your chair. What is this? What is this? I see tea. He's holding out on me. Also, there's a hole in the floor. It's just patched up by a plank of wood and just hammered down. Alright, let's... Oh, hi! Oh. Ooh, I got in trouble. I disturbed something. Disturbed something I shouldn't have. Nocturne Town. Professor Lotus's house. I'm curious if I can pick up these berries. We'll interact with them in a second. Let me go walking. Hey there, Kyther. Are you looking for Professor Lotus? I haven't seen her since this morning. Have you checked her lab? If not there, she was probably called away. Why don't you ask Tim where she is? The Soothsayer might know too. Soothsayer. Yes, we must go explore people's houses. Eavesdrop, nose drop, poke our noses where we shouldn't. Personal laptop, better not snoop too much. Ruin all the fun. Goody two shoes, kid. Alright, berries. Cannot interact with the farm things at all. Alright. Hello. Hello, Kyther. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. I've already met this person, clearly. I remember when you were yay high. Well, most everyone in Nocturne Town is getting on in age. I can read words. Not much is different here from when I was a young girl. Okay, good to know. I suppose. Nice and peaceful town. Hi, person. I used to live in Saltempo City, which is a really exciting place to live. After a while, though, I couldn't take the urban life anymore, so I came here. I got confused. I got my words confused then. There are a lot of old people here. It's quiet, really quiet. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I need to know these things. Ooh, time of day change. Welcome to Nocturne Town. There's a town there. Oh. Okay, wait, that was the only entrance for me, wasn't there? Also, you might see a little bit of frame drops for the game. That's normal. I'm in a field of flowers. Because it's in beta. Not all kinks are worked out, but I would have thought that would have been fixed. Thank you, I wasn't moving. My husband often takes walks around town. I suppose it could be relaxing, but nothing has ever changed here. I get the feeling something's going to change here eventually then. Is this your husband? We are so lucky to have a Pokemon professor like Professor Lotus. In some ways, she has really put Nocturne Town on the map. Her intellect is incredible. She might be the smartest person in the region. And I can also read words. Okay, so the lab is up here, clearly. Hi, person. What you doing? Oh, there. You see this map here? It's used for something called fast travel. Not sure how it works, but if you interact with it and choose where you want to go, you'll be taken there in an instant. You can only fast travel to areas you've been already, however. Me, I prefer to walk. And off you go. Why is that person walked away? Can't tell if they're a female or not. Okay, I haven't seen this map. It's Zippy. Okay, so in the bottom left corner there we've got what looks like, I'm not actually looking at the names, I'm just flying around. Like sort of tokens or something. Cherry berries. I would like to say 6 of these. Yeah, it's gonna be 2 each time. Cool. I will take them. And how are we doing for time? Ooh. Ooh, the background noises. That was nice. Oh, Kyther, you're living for Trinity University. I've said that name 3 different times. 3 different ways. Or more. You'll travel through Tranquillo Town to get there. Nice, simple place. Not too different from us, really. It's just a quick walk through Route 1. Okay. House number 3? Not actually keeping track. Old man in this house. Our Hawthorne region has many fantasizing myths and stories. The damn word. I still said it wrong. Professor Lotus, our native daughter, is a preeminent mythologist. She's often asked to discuss her work on television specials and whatnot. I know the myths, of course. I watch the specials to see Professor Lotus. I ran into everything. I was gonna say one thing, but nope. Hi guys. I can't believe we're going to university already. I hope I get a good dorm roommate. It's probably going to be this guy. Then I get to Trinity. I'm gonna say Trinity, but Trinity. Trinita? I could say Trinita. Literally how it's worded. Spelled. I'm going to join the Battler Guild for short. Just straight up block on my road. Eve's house. So I determined this is my house, right? I believe so. Generic mother model sprite even is there. Not model. I have a potion. Give me the potion. Thank you. And as you see, some items, or most items, are actually representative of what they look like, which I like. Oh, Kyther, you're home early. Have you finished already? Normally the soothsayer can talk me into the ground. The sweet old man. He doesn't have tea. He didn't check before he invited you over for tea. Well, regardless, he needs tea bags, but I'm not sure we have any. Or have any ourselves. Excuse me. He really needs to be more responsible. Living all alone out there. We both know it's not the first time that something like this has happened. Perhaps he could grow his own tea surrounded by all that forest. Not that I don't sympathize with his choice. It's beautiful in those woods. Oh, look at that. Tea bags. Not much, but it should be fine for your purposes. You know, I had this crazy thought that your father took all his tea with him. Maybe not so crazy. If you remember, he did cart away that broken radio. You think he still has it? Neither of us have ever seen his place there. Where? Place where? Tell me where. I'm sure you'll see the evidence of his tea addiction at the bachelor pad. And you'll have to tell me if he does. He was always terrible about that. Here, let me put these in your bag for you. You'll lose them otherwise. Why can't I put them in my bag? Obtain the $2. There you are. In the key items pouch, open the menu and you'll see it there. Now don't spend too much time on this tea business. You cannot be late. Professor Lotus is always so busy and she's doing you and your father a favor. If you dally, you'll end up with one of my hand-me-down Pokémon as your first. In fact, if you were being considerate, you would stop by the lab and check in. Collected tea bags from Ma. Bring tea bags back to Soothsayer. Now, I don't know if it matters the order in which we do this. So, I'm also, again, gonna say but like the happy save maniac that I am. Also that kindly tells me how long I've been playing for. Cool. 10 minutes. I believe I'm going to go return. We'll go have tea first. And then we will go get our Pokemon. Just curious because I actually have seen someone play like the first half hour of the game. And I wanted to just wouldn't walk up the stairs. Want to know if it matters what the order I do this in. Oh, Kyther, you've returned. I'm glad. I could cut myself off there, but I want to know if it matters the order in which you do things. Did you hear very much of that when you entered the room? I know you have witnessed me experience the visions before, yes. The promotion which passed was very powerful. I feel sapped of energy. Glimpses of death, darkness. Rabid flames engulfing Nocturne Town. Such an ill-omened vision is rare, but one cannot succumb to hysteria. To fixate on the end of the world, it would make it possible to fully live one's life. Let us drink. Tea is a fine remedy for such stresses. To you, Kyther, and your future travels. May you find success everlasting. Okay? This was very nice, Kyther. Thank you. I feel completely refreshed. And be sure to thank your mother for me again. It was good tea, yes. Now, a final piece of advice, should you ever question your path, please return here. I shall put a kettle and perhaps a vision will grace me. But surely, together, we can help you to ascertain your next step. Keep up with your studies, train your Pokemon well. And I'm sure I shall see you again soon. Bring the tea back to the Soothsayer. Completed. Okay, so that straight up does not matter which way you do that, unless the events of what happens in the lab change. Because if they're different, I will say that they're different. Should I... We're lagging about here. Go talk to Mum, say he was happy about the tea bags? Will that even have anything happen? Have fun with the Soothsayer, honey? But don't spend too much time there. Okay. Nope, she doesn't even know that I went there. Oh dear. Or more of a case, I didn't say anything that she went there. That I went there. She didn't go there, I did. Professor Lotus's lab. Alrighty. It's time to pick Pokemon. Wake up. Kyther. Hey. I like this music. you're here early. Really? It's pretty dark outside, or getting dark outside. Professor Lotus said you would be here way later than this. You remembered me, right? I'm Tim. We've met like twice? No, sorry. No? It's no big deal. Welcome. Well, you're here for your first Pokemon, right? That's so exciting. We've been getting them ready forever. Gee, make me sound like a bad person. Should we wait for Professor Lotus? It's usually how these things work. She said she wanted to be here for this, but I haven't heard from her since. Since when? What happened? If I just keep reading. Some kind of errand took her out to Tranquilla Town earlier today. Food work has never been my scene, so Lotus left here to babysit. Or left me here to babysit. It's so funny that Lotus does that stuff all the time. She's a hero, sort of. But we actually know her in person, you know. We get to see the real her. Yeah, I'm stalling, really. I just don't know when she's getting back. You're not that early. Maybe she's the late one. As if. I bet you're dying to see them, huh? The Pokémon, they're super cute. Or maybe I can let you look at them. Just dance to the music. Before she gets here, a sneak peek? Yeah, that should work. That would be okay, right? I'm not a surprising protocol. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, let's just go do it. Let's go. Come on, let's go take a look. So, these starters are not your normal starters. You can see two of them already. So this is Petalilly, the ball Pokemon. Cute, right? Real pretty, a grass type. They're a female-only species, and they love soil that's rich in nutrients. If you eat their leaves, you get a little energy boost. Of course, I've never tried one. Okay, moving on. This is Growlithe, the puppy Pokemon. Don't you love that hair, that shaggy mane? They're a fire type. Growlithe are domesticated Pokemon, and they really get attached to you. Apparently, they can smell your emotions. Weird, right? Super noses. Okay, last one. Are you excited? That's not how that song goes at all. This is Staryu, my personal favorite. Aren't they cool? I love water types. They're the star-shaped Pokemon because they're superstars. Plus, they're able to physically regrow their limbs, which is like insane. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. Now you really want one, huh? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Look, why don't you just go ahead and pick one? The professor was going to give you one eventually, right? I can tell her later. And you know how exciting it is to own your first Pokemon. I'll be waiting in the front of the lab, so let me know when you've decided. Good luck, no pressure. And he goes off singing. As I dance, because the music in here is awesome. Sometimes you might want to reset the game and reload your save file. Remember to save or you'll lose progress. Thank you, game, thank you. So, the choice, Staryu, Petalilly, and Growlithe. So, I'm actually just gonna straight up save it anyway. So, as this game is in beta, I did want to pick someone different. And eventually maybe when the game completely comes out, redo the playthrough. I think they're also maybe doing episodic releases. Maybe, I might have that wrong. But I also know there's a couple of new things about this game. And wait, can I open? No, okay, so the door's just... Interesting. Wait, what? Okay, the wall that goes down there just looked weird. There we go. I'm indeed picking Growlithe. I'm dilly-dallying a little bit here. If I could walk up to you. Would you like the fire-type Growlithe? Yes, I would. He's adorable. I love Growlithe. Growlithe. Would you like to give Growlithe a nickname? Unlike the Digimon series that I just done, I'm not actually going to nickname anything. Look, I just want to keep them as they are. Growlithe. Also because I'll be I'm-ing for a long time. Ooh, you can toggle Pokemon following by control. If you ever wish to put your Pokemon back in its Pokeball or take it out again, just press control. I could do that. There's also probably a button on the controller to do that. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look, I'm getting a little teary-eyed. You're gonna love Trinity University, my alma mater. Especially now that you have a lifelong friend to help you through it. Adding words. Or parts of words. And now we wait for Professor Lotus to get back from her trip. She still has some things to give you, advice or gadgets or something. I don't think I can let you go, exactly, without having seen her first. Yay! Life like a lotus. Oh, this is a good lesson. So, Tranquillo Town is east of here. You would take Route 1 to get there. It connects Tranquillo to Nocturne. Route 1 is short, and Tranquillo Town is really teeny. It's really tiny. Smaller than Nocturne. So Professor Lotus won't be long. We just have to wait. Da 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 da. Oh, I can move. It's hard to know when I can and can't move. I want to go to the trash can in the corner. Hey, are you leaving? I thought you're going to help me explain the situation to Lotus, right? This is all your fault, dude. I got nothing to do with it. I just chose my Pokemon. Thank you for waiting with me. I really appreciate the support. Professor Lotus is talented, but she's also a little scary, right? I don't know. I've met her in an introduction, and that's about it. Maybe you don't think that, since you've known her for so long? Sorry. Well, my character knows more about her. Hang on a second. You know that I really respect her, right? I wasn't like trash-talking her. I swear. She's an incredible scientist researcher. By her standards, I'm crazy, you know. This is really awkward. You can go. No hard feelings. I'll explain to Lotus. I'll see you later, though. And this was really great, yeah? Yeah, have fun. I feel like he's gonna get punished for letting me have a Pokemon if she does that. By the fact of he has to go out into the field. A lesson in destiny. But if that didn't happen, which part of candy wrapping is in there? I was interested in this bookshelf. There's an extract of the Hawthorne Chronicle here. Let's have a look. Long ago, in the days of yore, the land would be Hawthorne was a cauldron of unrest. Ooh. Books here about Pokemon taxonomy. It's all a mess, really. So that caught my eye because that was a red book and all the others are not red. Here's one that didn't fit on the shelf. What? That doesn't make any sense. This case seems filled to brim with books about myths and legends of foreign regions. Right, so clearly the rest of these don't actually have anything. But this is supposed to say it goes way over your head. Well then, I was just called dumb for the second time in this episode. Ooh, it is nighttime. Hey, Growlithe. Oh, I wanna... Ooh. Growlithe seems angry for some reason. Don't be angry. Let's go pat pat. Growlithe is pulling out the grass. Don't do that. Don't do that. Now I believe we're probably running a little bit over the half an hour. But I just want to go talk to Mom for a second. Then we will park our butt outside of town, or close to the outside of town. Tranquillo Town isn't far from here. You know this though. We've been plenty of times since you were a child. Just head east and follow the path. You'll be safe with your Pokemon. Come back if you would like to take a rest and heal your Pokemon. Thanks, Mom. Should probably also check out Growlithe too. So the two boys blocking my path aren't blocking my path anymore. And Route 1 ahead. Oh, Growlithe teleported a little bit there. Now that is something I like. The routes actually, that is the actual layout of this route. And the music again. Ah, well, I am going to. I want him to look down. That's right. I am going to stop it here for today. A little bit over time. Before we do that, Pokemon, Growlithe, item. Nope, you level 5. You fire type, because that sounds about right. Aha, hey down. Special attack is higher and special defense is lower. Okay, so we can dish it out. We just can't take. Your hair. Ooh. Interesting. Leotackle and Ember. Also, the starters had their stats changed and stuff, so they more starter-like. But anyway, guys, that is all for today. I hope you have enjoyed this first episode of this game. Phoenix Rising. Temporarily forgot the name for a second there. My bad. And I shall hopefully see you guys tomorrow for another episode. And hopefully actually it won't be. It might be a little bit different surroundings. Maybe. I don't know. Talking about lighting. I am just all over the place. Yeah. Anyway, that's all for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to stick around, see some more. And I shall see you guys next time. But until then, bye!